This homestead in Saunderstown, Rhode Island, is the birthplace of famous artist Gilbert Stuart. Gilbert Stuart was born here December the 3rd, 1755. He is often called America's foremost portrait artist. Stuart is best known for his Anthonian portrait of George Washington, which is the image we see on the U.S. $1 bill. He painted over 1,000 portraits, immortalizing Presidents Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, John Adams, and John Quincy Adams. He also painted heroes of the Revolution and the War of 1812, prominent statesmen, and society men and women of the day. Gilbert Stuart's portraits can be seen in fine art museums and galleries all over the world. Stuart was born December the 3rd, 1755, in the gambrel-roofed house above his father's Snuff Mill. The Stuart family lived here for 11 years. This 1750 home of the Stuart family has been restored and furnished. The mill pond feeds an undershot water wheel that powers the Snuff Mill, providing enough power to turn the wooden gears that drove the mill. This is the fully restored 18th century Hammond Grist Mill. It houses the original granite millstones used to grind the local whitecap flint corn into cornmeal for the famous Rhode Island Johnny cakes. You can feel the power of the water as the water wheel begins to turn. There are two water-powered mills on the property, a corn grinding mill and a snuff grinding mill. Each year, hundreds of artists participate in our Artist in Residence program. They come to paint or photograph on the grounds of the museum. Now let's take a step back in time. These are the grinding wheels, and this is the interior of the actual corn grinding mill. You can see the wooden boom hoist. It was used to remove the stones so they could be replaced or sharpened. The grist mill contains many antique tools and pieces of equipment. This is a view of the water wheel that drives the mill. It has been completely restored and the mill actually works. This is the lower end of the mill pond that provides the water for the two water wheels. There are two separate outlets, one for each water wheel. This is the water wheel for the snuff grinding mill located on the lower level of the residence. Now let's take a tour of the home and work areas. The homestead is built into the side of the hill. We're going to go into the entrance that is actually on the second floor of the home. We'll get to the walkout cellar after we finish exploring the second level. This was Gilbert Stuart's bedroom. As you can see, it's quite simple and plain. This is a picture of the artist in his later years. This is the commode. This is the small bedroom fireplace. The next room on the second level is the master bedroom. As you can see, it's very spacious and very nicely decorated. There are several replicas of Stuart's paintings in this room, including the famous George Washington. This is the Great Room. There's a drawing of the younger Stuart above the large bureau. There are several other replicas of Stuart paintings in the room. Again, you will notice the room is very nicely furnished. This is a replica of another well-known Stuart painting. We have now descended to the lower walkout level. This is the main kitchen and cooking area. Notice the herbs hanging out to dry on the wall. This level is also where the Snuff Mill is located. It is very compact, being connected directly straight through the wall to the water wheel. The gears that drive the snuff grinder are made from wood. There is also a space next to the snuff grinder for a spinning wheel and a loom. This is a bench that converts to a storage space and a table. This is a part of the cooking and eating area. There is a shingle maker's bench in the foreground of this photo. The small machine in the foreground with the gear on it is used to measure the length of the yarn. These are herbs hanging out to dry. This table would be used to prepare food. Notice the hand-built foundation and the beams in the ceiling. The small bricks in the fireplace are known as ballast bricks. Notice the pewter settings on the dining table. There is a herring run on the farm, and this is the fish ladder. The herring swim up the stream from Narragansett Bay, which is only a short distance away. The herring spawn upstream at Carr Pond. After spawning, herring, unlike salmon, live to spawn another day. The adult herring will swim back downstream to Narragansett Bay and eventually into the Atlantic Ocean. They will return the following year. There are boat rentals and walking trails at the Gilbert Stuart homestead. There's also a very nice gift shop and classroom. This is a historic cemetery found alongside of the walking trail. There are also colonial herb gardens and nature trails filled with life. Walk with me down this trail. This is Carr Pond, which is upstream from the homestead. We are standing on the overlook. We hope that you will visit the Gilbert Stuart Birthplace and Museum, located in Saunderstown, Rhode Island. This film is a public service from A to Z Global Marketing in Lincoln, Rhode Island. This concludes our tour of the Gilbert Stuart Birthplace and Museum. Thank you for joining us.